This is a pretty good piece of obsidian. I've got some cortex here. A little touch of cortex right here. I abraded the edges. See if I can get to work on this or not. Need to bring these edges up to center line. This is about center line here. Of course, I'll disturb that as soon as I try to get rid of this little bit of cortex here. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That's gone. Here's a pretty big platform for striking. Maybe I can use that to get rid of some of this cortex if I can get the energy to go in the right direction. That's about as thin as you can get. Got some of the cortex off. Kind of wanted to do better than that. Okay, pretty fair flake. Got into the cortex again. If I don't have a step fracture here, I'm awful close to it. Might be able to use this platform here to reach in here. A little risky, I don't want to make a step fracture. Yeah, that didn't really work. I bring the center line up by striking here. Maybe I can get in there, but there's a little dip here, so I don't know. Yeah, it's a pretty good shot. Let's see if I can find that sliver there. Okay, I heard the snap there. So we did reach into there a little bit. I don't know, I might try to drive this one here to take some more of this off this platform. We don't have too much left. Try to strike that again. I'm afraid to see what happened there. Okie dokie. You can kind of see how the wave pattern went. The strike energy. That was too much. But I've still got something here I hopefully can work with. Yeah, I don't know. This piece might be ruined as far as a good size point is concerned. It's only about the second piece of obsidian I've ever worked, so I don't know what I'm doing with it very much yet. I'm going to try to knock this bump off here. I could just ruin the tip. We'll see. Trying to bring this edge up. I need to bring this edge up and lose some mass back here. Pretty good flake, I'll keep that. This would break pretty easy now in half. I'll try to go a little cautious with it. Gotta bring this tip up. Okay, here's quite a bit of mass here. I'll try to strike here. See if I can shoot one back in there. Very little. Little better shot, but I created a step fracture. Trying to get the shape of something, I don't know what. A little bit too much mass here, but not really a platform to attack it. Got to lose some more mass here. I got this dive here and this step fracture, which is, and we got a three-way snap. So I've ruined that piece. Shut this off for now and see if I can try to salvage this for a small piece. Okay, I got my indirect percussion stick out here to set it up. I'm trying to salvage this piece. I took a strike on the end, trying to preserve this as the tip. I shouldn't have said the end as a tip. You can see I got a good piece off of there. So, see if we can make a small arrow head out of this or something. Okay, another strike, another step fracture. Not the end of the world there. It'd be nice to get some of this off of here, this thickness. So I'll work on that. Probably use direct and indirect. Here's, if I can hit this right and direct the energy in that way. So I'll shut this off again because I'm just going to do a lot of trying to figure out what I'm going to do here. Okay, this is pretty sad, but I think I'm going to be able to get a piece out of this with a little more. It'll be pretty crude, pretty rough, but I addressed that before. My stuff is pretty crude, pretty rough, but I think I'll be able to get a point out of this. Tools here for just pressure flaking. Practice, 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 I guess. I think I'm going to use pressure now and see if I can salvage anything out of this. All right, I'm going to stop here on this one. I still have the other part of this obsidian I had and that I broke in half. And I think I'll be able to make another point out of this. Right now I'm kind of tired. You wouldn't believe the amount of pressure it takes pushing on these things to get a flake off. And I need to work on this some more, but I'm awful close to finished on this. You can see here, perhaps you can, where when I was working on the tip I took a strike off to get rid of some mass. You can see the channel going up there. Got a little too thin here from a strike. It would have been down on this side. Here you can see pretty good a strike, probably with my indirect pressure, my aluminum rod. I would have struck it here, peeled up here, and then kind of a step fracture there. It's not real abrupt. You can see that I took from the corner toward the tip. Before this was reduced down, I took another strike on this side and it pushed that flake up here. I don't know how the light's reflecting. Anyway, that's it. I'll get to the other piece later.